Hey guys, Forever Retro 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So, one of the games I haven't noticed ever being talked about when it comes to Aladdin or Disney cartoons in general is the Aladdin game on the Game Gear. And it's actually, from what I gather, it's pretty fun. Now, see, it's been a very long time. It's almost been approximately 20 years since I last played it, because it's going on 2022. And the last time I played it was, I believe, it was in 2002. And I emulated it on my Sega Dream, on the Sega Dreamcast Game Gear and Sega Master System emulator that's on there. Yeah, remember you guys out there, if you've had a Dreamcast you use to emulate stuff, remember how you had to burn your own disc and make your own round list? Yeah, those were fun. It was actually, it wasn't too hard. The only hard one I remember being is the SNES. You had to do this stupid list and everything that for Dream SNES, and that sucked. And the only way to play games like with decent speeds is if they were the European ROMs, because they ran at 50 hertz instead of 60 hertz like we have over here in the States, or Mexico and Canada and Japan. We were NTSC territories, while they over there is like Australia and Europe and UK are all PAL territories. I don't know why I don't know why not everyone was NTSC. It was a smoother, better experience, but I guess PAL had better resolution or something. I don't know. Please tell me in the comments if you like what I'm missing out on there. Anyways, let me take a quick drag before we start playing. Like, I'm no popular YouTuber or nothing, but I kind of want to get the Game Gear version some love because it deserves some. It's not a bad game. It's actually, from what I gather, it's pretty fun. There's a lot of platforming in it, and the only thing I think that has... The only thing I can think of that's bad about it, if anything at all, is the controls are a little sensitive, and if memory serves me, and there's no way to kill enemies. I don't even think you can jump on them in this game. You just have to basically keep moving. You use, like, apples and rocks and things for switches. I remember playing, like, pretty far into it. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I don't know how long it is. I hope it's not too long. I mean, the 16-bit games are great. The Genesis version is still the best of all of them, though. While the Super NES is second, and this version's third. Not to make it sound like it's a bad game, because it's not. It's actually quite fun. But I thought I'd go ahead and, I want to give Game Gear a little bit of love on this channel, because I've been playing mostly NES, SNES, and Genesis and all that. And because I love them all. They're all great. But, the Game Gear deserves some love. Game Boy deserves some love, too. Just the thing is I still need to get some more practice on those two platforms. Oh, and TurboGrafx as well. I'm trying to get practice in on those. It's just, time can... When the time isn't there, you just can't get practice in, Anyways, let's go ahead and play this. Let's have some fun. So kick back, relax, have a beer, have a water, have Kool-Aid, I don't know, whatever. Whatever you decide to do. So apparently this game's is made by Sega and Walt Disney. Well, the Walt Disney I don't think made it. I think they just basically licensed it to Sega. I know Virgin Interactive did the Genesis version. I don't think they did anything for this particular version. Yeah, we got some cutscenes, and I will tell you there's plenty of dialogue. And I think for the sake of... I won't do any voice acting. Because I think that cringes people, and I don't want to cringe you out, so... And as most of you should know by now, Aladdin is basically the story of the Arabian Nights, a folklore tale they've been telling for eons and eons and eons, just like the Knights of the Round Table, which is also a good story as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. We have our first cutscene. As you can tell, the animation's top-notch. I mean, this is back when fucking, like, Disney games on all platforms just looked absolutely fantastic. Of course, this is back when Disney wasn't woke either. And I can't watch anything with Disney attached to it anymore. I don't like superhero movies anymore because they're oversaturated. And now that Marvel's owned by Disney, it's even worse. So I just backed away from all that shit. I'm like, fuck off, man. I mean, you have some tunes from the movie and the game, of course. Now, that's retarded. I didn't know if your foot touched a dude, your game would be automatically over. That's another criticism. One life. But there are checkpoints. I don't think there's any checkpoints during the running stages. Anywho, back to what I was saying. I mean, forgive me, it's been over 20 years since I played this. One thing I have to admit, I did not watch the entirety of Aladdin. I watched it in pieces. I think I watched maybe halfway through because, you know, my friend just got the VHS and they were watching it. And another thing I must confess too is when there were songs, like when they were like have the songs in like movies of like Aladdin or in Lion King and all that, they would make me cringe. Like sincerely, they would make me cringe to the point where I would have to cover my face with a pillow and wait for that shit to get over with. Because it was embarrassing to watch that shit with my family. I don't know why I felt that way. I have no idea why I felt that way. I still feel that way. I don't like shit with singing in it. Except, you know, music like, you know, stuff you hear on the radio or video game music. Kids' songs suck. Yeah, and I felt that way when I was a kid too, so... You know, take that as what you will. So we have Jasmine helping out a kid. You better be able to pay for that. Oh, no voice acting, sorry. She's like, I don't have to pay, I'm a princess. Because, you know, princesses are fucking spoiled to shit in fiction all the time. They don't have to pay for nothing. Of course, Aladdin being Captain Save-A-Ho over here. I'll save you. You just gotta run with me. And I ran all night and day, couldn't get away. I like the line scrolling they have on the sides of the building there. It's kind of like a 3D, it gives it like a 3D effect, which is pretty cool. I think so. You know, parallax scrolling's nice too, but I think it's a little overrated. Depending on how it's done. That seems fair. I mean, if it just looks like two pieces of paper sliding against each other, that's bad parallax scrolling, and I could do without that. But yeah, it gives like when it does the line scrolling, you know, it gives kind of like a 3D effect. And if you want to see like line scrolling, a good example of that is like Street Fighter, not Streets of Rage, Street Fighter. Another game on the Genesis, one game that really has great line scrolling is Ranger X. There's this part where you're with these robots, or you're in this corridor and you see the things move. It's pretty cool. Of course, Ranger X is a dirty whore of a game. I can't get anywhere in it. I die very quickly. Hey, you can give me a blowy here. Also, those who are Jasmine fans, if that's your favorite Disney princess, there's plenty of Rule 34 out there. Just look it up on Google, whip out your fucking one-eyed monster, and beat that shit like it owes you money. What is this, fucking Titanic? Do you trust me? I trust you. Yeah, and that fat bitch fucking kills Jack, even though it's part of the script. But still, it's fun to think about it. Oh, they're fucked. And she's like, I'm the princess, motherfucker. I'm spoiled and I can do what I want because my father lets me. But then, unfortunately, Jafar's in charge here. I can't believe I remember that from 20 years ago. There's his evilness, Jafar himself. Now, I never seen the two sequels of Aladdin, and like I said, I haven't seen the in fullness of Aladdin either. I kind of want to see if I can find those and watch them, just to see if there were anything worth, you know, watching. I think there was two sequels. I'm pretty sure there was. Just like there was a sequel to The Lion King, Lion King 2: Simba's Pride. Why was it direct to VHS, though? I mean, obviously the animation quality and all that wasn't as good, as the original, because the original was a masterpiece. And the remake is balls. I don't like any of the live action, if you want to call them that. They're pretty much CGI. I don't like any of them. None of them. I hope they don't do Rescuers live action, because that'll piss me off. Because I like the Rescuers. Both of them. Like, I remember when I went to my brother-in-law's house, and he's like, hey, I got a copy of The Lion King, the live action, or not Lion King, Jungle Book. I watched, like, maybe a quarter of it, and I said, okay, I've seen enough. Because I was washing my clothes over there, because at the time I didn't have a washer. Nice, you know, a kid shit telling you about beheading. I mean, I can imagine a kid going up to their parents. Hey, Mommy, Daddy, what's beheading? Imagine explaining that shit to your kids. My dad was open and honest about it. He just says it's when you lose your head. I'm like, how does that happen? They cut off your head with a sword or with a knife. And then my mom got pissed at my dad about it. I took things in it. I wasn't like normal kids. You know, I didn't get scared over, you know, stupid shit like that. But then again, I'm a hypocrite because I'm scared of I was scared of game over screens growing up. That's probably the only thing that scared me, legit. And spiders. I was a huge arachnophobe growing up. Now they don't bother me. I'll like put them in my hand and put them outside. Unless it's a fucking brown recluse or a black widow and then they die. I'm not handling one of those motherfuckers. You can't pay me. You can pay me in ramen. You can pay me in beer. I would never do that. I would never handle one of those motherfuckers. I mean, truth be told, though, as long as you don't startle the little prick, it probably won't bite. They're not really biters unless they're threatened. Like if I were to put pressure on its thorax, yeah, it would bite. So basically, it's a story where you gotta go to the Cave of Wonders. You're not allowed to touch anything. If you touch even a speck of dust, you shall die. That's actually from the Good Times version of Aladdin. Now, if I can find that, I'm gonna post it in the description below. I found it on YouTube one time, and I don't know if it's still there. I doubt it, because you know YouTube are a bunch of assholes, or Google, should I say, are a bunch of assholes, not YouTube. And yeah. So you guys can watch that. Because I like the Good Times version. That's the version my mom bought because she's a dumbass. And now this part is cheap as fuck because you got like shit that falls on your head. And you have little time to react. Anyways, yeah, that's the version I watched. And I liked it. And to this day, I still like it. Especially the ending of it. The ending of it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Because I'm not about spoilers all that much. I press forward and jump. God damn it. Go down the stairs. Down. Thank you. Get down, loud. Let's grab that apple. Now, like I said, apples, you can't... I mean, you can throw it at enemies. That's your only attack. Get off me. Get up there. Fucker. I know that bat's gonna come back. Alright. I'm probably gonna die here, but I'm gonna see if I can do this without dying, so... I regret nothing. Whew, okay. Yeah. I can't believe I remembered that. You gotta run by pressing forward twice and pressing the 1 button. I can't believe I remembered that. Muscle memory. It's a good thing to have. Oh, that's horse shit. Okay, with these switches, you see how they go down when you duck? Well, to get past them, you gotta duck and then press 2, and then you can sneaky, so you can press the switch, which you need, because over to the right, there's a door that requires that switch to be pressed. Simple, rudimentary puzzle. But don't let that fool you. This stage is still bullshit with the cheap enemies and the falling rocks that sometimes you just can't react to. Now, the scarab beetles in this game act as checkpoint markers. Which is nice. It's a nice thing to have. Because you only get... Like there, right there. How were you supposed to know a rock was going to come there unless you played this game before? Okay, now I got to do some running and jumping. Which can be a pain in the ass when you're having to use forward twice as to run. But there's only 3 buttons, well, 2 action buttons on the Game Gear. Some games use start button as some of the actions, but then to pause it was almost impossible. Anyways, enough talk, more action. Okay. Yeah. That's the problem I have when you have to use forward and forward to jump, or to run, and then to jump. You might notice I'm kind of, like, dumb with my words today. I'm on cold medicine right now because I got a fucking head cold. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get a little better. I'm not as stuffed up in my nose like I was yesterday, but fuck me, man. I feel like shit. Ugh. Come on. Okay, there we go. Why is it in every single version of Aladdin, a video game, the Cave of Wonders is like the earliest part of the game, but it's also one of the most annoying? I mean, this is like this stage, like, itself is irritating. It's like, I'm scared to even move forward because I'm afraid something's going to fall on my head or something's going to run into me. Let's wait for that. Like, you can probably tell I'm ducking because I'm scared. I don't want to fucking get hit by anything else. Okay, remember how I mentioned rocks and shit? Solve puzzles, like little puzzles? Well, there you go. I know, anticlimactic is all hell. I would agree with you if you told me that's gay. I'd be like, yep, it is. Grab that asshole. You know that old thing is a joke, you hold your tongue and say, I got a big red apple. Makes it sound like I have a big red asshole. I gave my teacher a big red asshole. That was my dad's one. He liked that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this game wants my blood. Okay, see? That's bullshit. I had no time to react there. I was in mid-jump. What the fuck, man? Okay, I got the key still, so we're good. I can't afford... Like, look at this shit! Bats and fucking rocks, just constant. Oh, come on, Bat. I know you're gonna come back. Or are you? I guess not. Alright. Okay. There. Oh, look at the pretty gold. It's all pretty. And there's the magic carpet. That apparently is a living entity in this game. Why? Why is a carpet... Dude, if a carpet started walking towards me, I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? I'd try to beat the shit out of it and then lighting it on fire with a match. But not Aladdin. He's all like, hey, a magic carpet, what's up? Maybe you can help me out. And all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'll help you. What the fuck? It's like, that carpet's way too trusting. I mean, what if you jumped on his shit and he didn't want nothing to do with you, and then just dropped your ass? He could do that, you know. Oh, fuck off. Oh, yeah, you don't want to touch the treasure chest. They'll kill you. Like earlier, it says, don't touch anything in the Cave of Wonders. You're still in the Cave of Wonders. See, and that's bullshit, man, because, you know, being a poor ass like Aladdin is, you know, it would be, like, so hard not to want to grab all this gold, you know, and be like, hey, Ma, I got all this gold, we don't have to be rich, or we don't have to be poor asses no more. It's like, you look at the shit and you want to grab it, because, you know, games condition you to do so. Like, Gianna's sisters want you to grab diamonds, gems, while Mario wants you to grab coins. So it's kind of, you know, and they're shiny. I mean, who doesn't like shinies? I like shinies. Okay, now I got a cutscene. Where I'll think Aladdin finds the lamp finally. I like how he climbs. He's like, I'm proud. I'm a man. I'm gonna climb this shit. And there it is, a lamp. You can barely see it because of that effect they got going on there. And of course, Abu or Apu, whatever his fucking name is. Infidels! Allahu Akbar! Well, see, the thing is, though, it has nothing to do with Aladdin or the carpet. It has to do with the monkey. The monkey should be the one given death, not the other two. I think his name is Abu. Oh yeah, this fun shit. I hate carpet parts. And yeah, expect me to die many a time. Even though I'm sober. I'll try my best. I mean, doing alright so good so far. So that's nice. I missed the bread, son of a bitch. Hit fucking smack right into that wall. I got confused. I didn't, you know, when there's a fork in a wall, I get confused. I'm sorry. It's just the way my brain works. Should we just try to, like, stay predominantly towards the top? Let's try that this time, and then if I die that way, we'll just predominantly stay in the bottom. Unless absolutely necessary. God damn it! I was too high. Yeah, it doesn't fuck around. Once you're hit once, you must do it again. You gotta love that retro game mentality. Or how they used to make you do shit. You know, you lost. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. You're doing it all over again. Unless we show some form of leniency and give you a goddamn checkpoint. Good luck with that. No. Like Super R-Type in the SNES, when you fucking died once on any part of the stage, yeah, you gotta go all the way back to the beginning. That's why that game's like near impossible for me. And you have to beat the game, I think, twice? I know the third game you gotta beat twice. I don't know if it's the same way for Super. I know I'm getting hit a lot. It sucks. I got some bread. Good. Oh, are we out of this shit? Please tell me we're out of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. How's it hanging, dude? It doesn't look pretty fun to me. Give me the lamp, you young bitch. He's like, give me the lamp and I'll help you. And he falls for it because he's an idiot. Why does he have to say your eternal reward? Well, that looks funny. He's just like... Why don't you just say your death instead of your eternal reward? That sounds retarded. Does he say that in the movie? Let me know in the comments. So I didn't see that part. I don't think. Yeah, Abu. I was right. I said Apu or Abu. It's Abu. Rub it like a clit. There you go. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You know, he made that movie watchable, for me anyways. You know, it'd be nice if we all could have a genie and wish 3 things. I know a lot of people, one of their wishes would to get rid of my ass. No, he's talking to the fucking wall. Yes, he's talking to you, stupid ass. Which is funny, you know, you can't touch anything in the cave, but your feet are touching the cave. Never mind. I'm looking too deep into it. Now we're outside on a beach? Okay. Where's the honeys and bikinis? Where's my eye candy? I ain't wishing for it, because that'd be a waste of a wish. He's right. You didn't say I wish to get out of here. Damn right. Tell that genie who's boss. Oh, look at Aladdin be all selfless. This is a very long, lengthy cutscene, if I have to say so myself. But I guess it's kind of entertaining. The movie follows the movie a little bit from what I'm seeing. He wants to put his dick in her. I mean, come on. He's of age. She's a princess. We're attracted to princesses by default for whatever reason. He wants to smash. I mean, Jasmine's not a bad-looking princess. He wants her to ride his hickory stick. I don't see the problem with that. What would be the problem? Oh, it's Prince Douchebag. In the flesh. Alright, now we're inside the palace. Yeah, now I got this cape and I'm supposed to be like this badass prince, I guess. But don't let it no! Get away from me. You touch them, game over. And we got Prince Douchebag that has to do a lot of puzzle-esque things. Yeah, we gotta get the key. And if those guys touch you, like I said, you get a game over. It's retarded. I mean, it's not a game over, you can't continue. You just get the option to try again, so that's nice. Yeah, if memory serves me, there's a lot of puzzle doing in this, where you gotta go to certain areas first and others later. So it's a big clusterfuck. And you can use the rocks against the guards here, but I wouldn't recommend it unless absolutely necessary. Like this guy, I am going to have to. Because he's standing around. And then this run. Okay, bye. Okay, that's probably a pit down there. Let's jump. Ugh. I need that rock. So, this stage is awesome for that reason. You get to throw rocks in their faces. See, you can go down there, but I'm assuming you have to go down over here first and take care of shit over here. Then you can move forward. There's probably another key or something I have to collect. Oh, we got chandeliers that can fall on our head now. Nice. See, like there's a key up there. It's rudimentary. I mean, it's not like stupidly hard like some games out there. Like Lumalana and Maze of Gallius or whatever it's called for the MSX. I probably butchered that name terribly, and I apologize for anyone out there. One of those maze-centric games. I have a feeling I have to go back. For another key or something. Just gotta make sure my bases are covered. You know, one game I really want to play through again. I played it with my friend, with a child. Well, at the time he was my friend, but we were classmates more or less. And we beat the game together. It was Legacy of the Wizard for the NES, which is also known as Dragon Slayer 4. Oh, yeah, collect some more rocks. That's what's up. Okay, I don't need those, but they're nice to use and have. Anyways, yeah, it's known as Dragon Slayer 4, the Draziel family. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, we played that game together, and it was awesome. Like, playing it with somebody. Basically, you gotta use the family members in certain aspects of the dungeon, and it's hard to tell which one each of them can go into. It's a tough fucking game, but him and I put our heads together and we figured it out. And there are times where we take turns making a map. The map was huge. It was like 16 pages of map making. I wanted to like borrow that map and I was gonna borrow it and copy it so I could have it for like future reference, like say as an adult or whatever. Never got around to it, and I regret that to this day. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find one online that someone took the trouble to go through, but I'm sorry, I did not know some jackass was going to be behind me. I think we have to do the whole stage all over again. Yep. Me, my yapping, and not paying attention. Anyways, yeah, so that's depressing. I kind of wish I had that so like I could do that again. Like do it for a Let's Play or something on this channel. Because that game is very bullshitty. But it's one of those games that when you beat it, you feel super satisfied. Because all those Dragon Slayer games are horrors. Like Xanadu's another one. And of course there's a Famicom variant of Xanadu called, some of you already know you probably already played it at some point, called Fazandu. FA stands for Famicom, and Xanadu is, of course, Xandu. So, yes, that is a modified version of Xanadu. Xanadu, whatever. Let's go grab the rocks. Get down there. And, of course, there's another one that was only released, I think, in America on DOS machines. Because the other ones were released on Mega Drive and PC Engine and CD and a few others. That's Solsarian. That's another one. I think that's the third one? Solsarian games were they were very involved. Like, a lot of going through menus, a lot of map making. I mean, some people who really love those games will love those games. I mean, the ones that like the map making and all that. I could never get into them all that much. I did like Legacy of the Wizard, though. And I never played the first Dragon Slayer game, but I've seen pictures. It looks like dog shit. Okay, this time, fuck it. Oh, shit. I thought he was behind me, so I threw a rock. Hopefully that won't fuck me. Oh, here's a rock. I think we'll be okay. Checkpoint! Yay! I was hoping we'd run into one sooner or later. Okay, you don't use a rock on this guy, at least as far as I remember. Because you gotta have to use the rocks for other parts. If memory serves me. Like I said, I'm just going by some memory. I don't really remember this. I just remember it being a maze and having to collect shit and do stuff. Music's not bad, a little redundant, but I like it. Okay, Okay, we're gonna go. Do I have a key? I don't know if I have a key or not. Hold on. We can figure this out once and for all. Nope. Okay. Okay, that kind of gives me an indication where I have to go next. We're gonna have to hit a switch, and we're gonna have to get a key. Yippee fucking skippy. Oh, another asshole. Fantastic. Ah! Yeah, see, there's one of those lovely switches on the wall again. Hey, marvelous. You know, playing this game on an actual Game Gear today would suck. Because have any of you played a Game Gear recently? I mean, legit, it has not, just like the original Game Boy, it has not aged well. There's so much blur and, like, screen blur. It's terrible. And it makes me sad, you know, because those used to be our jams back in the day. I mean, thankfully, Game Boy, though, on the other hand, you can play on an SP, and the screen is absolutely fantastic. It's sharp, clean, no blur. Some feel that that's a charm, the whole screen blur thing. I am sorry, I'm going to have to highly disagree with you on that. Can I go through here? No, I can't. What the fuck? I could have swore I got everything. Alright, maybe I didn't. Alright, let's look around, see what I missed. I obviously missed something. I was probably talking and not paying attention. Or I have to go back a little. I'm confused. Well, y'all know one of my weaknesses, right? Mazes and things of this nature in retro gaming. We will figure it out. It's just a question of when and how. I'm just going to look around very carefully. See if I can see a key or a switch or anything. Okay, it appears I did not miss anything, but what's the dealio? Okay, we're gonna have to go back. Fucking mazes. Yeah, most portables have not aged well at all. Like, because of the screen blur. I did not do that. I pressed up, fuckface. There we go. I pressed, goddamn. Yeah, the blur and everything. It's just shit. Oh, thanks. It's you know, it's part of me is kind of sad because that's how we used to jam the shit. But it is one. It does hold true with the whole. You know what has aged well and what has not. Okay, how far back do I have to go? This does not make any sense to me. Okay, because this leads to over here, and then there's that. Yeah. Okay, I'm confused now. I'm, like, legit confused. What did I miss, and what am I not getting? I can see someone watching this screaming. You gotta do this, fuckface! Because we gotta get that. And in order to get that, you probably have to hit that switch. Wait, am I stuck? Okay, this is not good. I'm, like, legit stuck. Oh my god, we just figured out a fucking game-breaking glitch here. I might have to put in the password and get to this part of it again. Oh! I would have never figured that out in a million years. The game pretty much helped me out. How do you see me through the fucking wall, though? Okay, I'm confused. Like, legit now. He could see me through the wall. What, does he have fucking see-through vision? Does he have, like, an X-ray fucking visor like Samus Aran does in fucking Super Metroid? Game, you confuse me. Okay, I don't know which staircases we have to go. Let's go to this one. I got a rock that will help me. I can get another rock, too. Because who doesn't like throwing rocks in the faces of your enemies, huh? I think it's fun. Of course, it lands you jail time. But, you know, in some rare cases of life, it's worth it. Okay, we went the right way, because now we gotta go over there. Okay. Stages like these suck, man. They're kind of fun to figure out if you do them the right way, but they can also be like a hassle, like a hassle. You know what I mean? Like give you a migraine. Like I got a slight headache from this shit already. But part of that's also because of my sinus. I got the fucking key. Why can't I open the door? Oh, it's a switch. Come here, douchebag. Thank you. I hope we're done. Oh, I'm assuming we're almost done with the stage. My God, is it ever long though? Go up the stairs, down the stairs. We get rocks, we throw them, we got guards to deal with. It's fun though. I mean, I've died a couple times and I got my, stuck a couple places. There we go. Are we done? Hey, we're done. With that part. We're not done with the game yet. At least, I don't think so. Prince Addy, thank you. Thank you for calling Abby. I don't trust... Oh, yeah, no voice acting. If you guys want it back, let me know. I don't want to make you all cringe. Look, I want to bang your daughter's fucking box out, okay? That's all I want. I'm sorry, honey. Back in that time frame, Princess would cut each other's throats open for you to hit that box of yours. And have your hand in marriage. Wash my dishes and make me some food. That's how it was back then, guys. Prince of Boo Boo. Far, you're a douchebag. You know, it's funny. My wife calls water bottles. Like, she's like, give me a water bottle. She'll be like, can you give me a Bawa? This is actually Prince of Bawa. Bawa, yicky yay, yicky yay. Let's see. I do not want to... Oh, no voice acting. Hey, give him a chance. He has no bad intentions yet. Go jump off a balcony. No. Go jump off a cliff. That terminology is a lot better. And he did it. Ah, game over. Roll credits. No. Oh. I'm okay. I got this carpet I barely know be my best friend of the whole world. They're probably smoking some very potent hashish up in that shit. If it wasn't safe, bitch, I wouldn't be standing on it waiting for you to get on with me. Of course, if this is the Titanic, you'll stay on it and I'll fall to my death. Wouldn't that be an awesome cut? Once again, do you trust me? Yes. Oh, you did it! Adorable! No. Now we get to fly over the city, deal with duckies, and get apples if we choose to. You know, it's like out of spite, I just want to crash my shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got lightning and ponies and tornadoes. Everything in its mother! If you know the song here, feel free to sing it. I sure as fuck ain't. Jesus! There we go. We crashed. There we go. Roll credit. God damn, that's a bitch and a half. Got hit by everything in its mother. What's one of the most wonderful romantic scenes in the movie? We get our ass handed to us. And I gotta take back what I said earlier. The apples do heal you, but not as much as the bread. I thought you using the throw, you know, I played the 16-bit versions a lot, so, and it's been 20 years, so forgive my ignorance. Dude, go away. Why are you following me anyways? I'm trying to get on this bitch's good side so I can smash later. What is your fucking problem? Yeah, I'm gonna get that floating bread that's in the middle of the night sky. No one's gonna question it. Better have fucking edibles up in that shit so we can get stoned. They say stone sex is the best sex. I don't know. I don't see how. It has the same effect on me as it does with booze. I get liquor dick. It doesn't work. That's not everybody, you know. I get that. It's all magical and whimsical. Oh. He had to keep himself inconspicuous because if they knew he was Aladdin, he'd get his head lopped off. Something you Middle Easterns love to do. Of course, he just lied again, of course. Yeah, because commoners couldn't hook up with rich hotties back in those times either. Commoners would have to hook up with commoners, and royalty hooked up with royalty. That's how it was. Of course, they tried to go against that green. Aww. It makes my heart feel all tingly. Yes! You better stick your tongue in that mouth. All you Jasminophiles are probably whining. That's okay. I feel you. I'm not going to judge you. Oh, it's fuckface again. That would be like one of the worst ways to die. What do you mean? He can't breathe. He's underwater. I mean, getting thrown in the ocean at night is bad enough, but not being able to breathe and just being left there and waiting for you to drown, that has to be one of the worst ways to die. They say drowning is not a bad way to die, but I beg to differ. He had no choice. His hands were tied and he goes thrown into the ocean. What could he do except die? Aladdin's like, that's it. Jafar's gonna get his dick kicked in. Try to kill me. I'm gonna kill you now, you snake. I guess this was his final battle. Okay, what kind of battle is this? Is this the kind you just gotta keep going until something happens to his ass? I wonder. That's what I'm assuming, anyways. Alright. I'll try my best. You know, there are a lot of games during this time frame that had bosses like these, where you didn't do nothing, you just had to survive. Survive, which that isn't called surviving. That's called just getting your ass handed to you like nobody's business. Or you gotta love those bosses where you gotta like follow them and then you finally can attack, and by the time, god damn it, and by the time you get to him, you have like little to no health left. It's fucking stupid. I can't think of examples right now because right now I'm trying to focus on this shit. One game that had something similar to that, though, I can think of at the top of my head is Super Earth Defense Force on the SNES. I was not able to beat the final boss of that game. Oh my god! It's like, do I take the hit or do I fall? I mean, do I have to do this like pixel perfect? That's gonna be hard to do on an emulator. Oh, excuse me. Come on, dude. Is this all this is? God damn it. See, it's like, do I take the hit or do I fucking take my chance? And fall on the fucking cliff. Okay, I got lucky that time. Oh, come on, dude. Jump! Alright, there, I'm just gonna have to take the hit. I'm just gonna have to take the hit and just jump it. Because I can't see the other way. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is a way, but I'm either too dumb or not fast enough to figure it out. Given it's the same each time. I mean, I noticed there is some subtle differences. Jesus Christ, this is annoying. Well, thank God it seems like you're getting limited continues. That would suck if it didn't. I would just put in the password. So I ain't going down without a fight, that's for sure. Jump, jump, jump. Sorry. I mean, I can't think... That part, I just can't wrap my hands around. Jesus! Enough jumping? Beat the shit out of him. Let me beat the shit out of him. That would... Okay. Yeah, it sucks to be you, you old kook. Send a boy to do a job, and you lose in the process. I'm assuming I beat this game. Then, my boy. I wonder if this guy has any relation to the king from the Zelda games and CDI. YouTube poops, man. I miss those. What's going on? You piece of shit. Boo! I can see a lot of fucking Jasmine fans out there being like, boo! Oh shit, am I not done yet? You know, Jafar kind of reminds me of the whole Ganon complex. Wants more power, and tons of power, and all the power. Glutton for power, and that's why he becomes a pig. He's going to be revealed as Aladdin. Oh noes. Why send him to the end of the earth? Just kill him. If you want him gone that bad, just seriously, just use a sword, slice off his head, like you guys do in the Middle East anyway. And that would take care of all your problems, Aladdin. You're not doing it yourself. That's why, you putz. You want a job, you gotta do it yourself. Alright, well, now it's the final battle, obviously. Ooh, I get the sword swing! Yes! Finally, I can attack something! Oh, yep, the big cobra, yep. I think you have to knock him back. But easier said than done, obviously. Probably gonna die a couple times. Or maybe not. That was so short and shit. Come on! I was expecting more fun than that! Barely, maybe. You are not so powerful. You're right, he's a cobra. Cobras, they're fast and they strike hard. But you can get away from them if you know what you're doing. Why don't we wish him to be dead? No, because now you have to have a master that you have to control. Uh-huh. Seeing how I never saw the whole movie, this is all, like, weird to me. I don't know. I will say there's a lot of cutscenes here. You wanted to be a genie? Well, you got your wish, buddy! You can, like, just, I don't know, melt it down to nothing. So off to the Cave of Wonders he goes. Now Aladdin, of course, is being the simp now. White Knight. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, Jasmine. So let me guess, he's not going to make the wish. Yep, he's going to do the honorable thing. Basically, give the genie his wish of being free. I mean, obviously I know Aladdin and Jasmine get... I mean, come on. I read nearly every... almost every Arabian Nights novel adaptation there is, so... I know how it ends. They get together anyways. Spoiler. Before the spoil happens. How do you... How? You didn't love her for... You only known her for a couple days. You don't fall in love with somebody in a couple days. It takes a little while. Of course, I guess with American anime, aka Disney movies at the time, you know, characters fall like completely in love with after like a couple hours. I don't get it. The genie is now free from his shambles. He no longer has to serve a master. Good for him, I guess. This is more cutscene than this game. I think... Aw, bromance, bro hug, yeah. But he's a commoner. Are you gonna break that common law of commoner can't marry loyalty? Yeah, it's the law. That's the problem. You're bending the rules, dude. Doesn't work that way. But, you know, you gotta have your happy ending, right? He's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be hitting up this royalty tonight, if you know what I mean. Okay, Genie, fuck off. You've had your fun. Well, you said you're gonna go travel the world. Alright, hasta luego, esa mensajes. Aren't you a festive-looking fucker? Oh yeah, their lovebirds are. They're gonna set the sheets ablaze. Okay, go. Well, that's Aladdin on the Sega Game Gear. Wow, talk about cutscene heaven. I didn't realize that the game is mostly just cutscenes, and they just put some little bit of gameplay aspects in order to make it pass by as a game. It's not horrible, and it's not really all that bad, but it's very empty in terms of gameplay content. This was more like a visual novel with a little play aspects to it. It's also very short in terms of gameplay experience all. But it's, for an 8-bit game, it looks great. The music sounds pretty good. It fits the movie theme pretty well. I mean, the cutscenes with the storytelling is top-notch. I can't complain. But this is hard. It's hard to classify it as a game, though. It's got gameplay elements in something. I mean, don't get me, okay, there's games made for the Windows 3.1 that were similar to this, where they would have like a subtle gameplay elements, but it was more storytelling or, texts and cutscenes that were like, that kind of style. But then again, this game was not made for, adults or even teenagers. This was made for kids, because kids during that time frame, they liked anything with Disney. I mean, Disney liked to make a lot of their properties into games, especially during this time frame. You had this, you had Lion King, you had Pocahontas, you had Pinocchio, The Jungle Book. I mean, they made sure your 8 and 16-bit were covered with their stories and their movies that made them who they are. I always would love to have saw a Black Cauldron game or Sword and Stone game. That would have been kind of cool. Because those were like a couple of my favorite Disney movies of all time. At least of the olden days. So, that's Aladdin for the Game Gear. I mean, there's not much else I could say. Other than, it is what it is. It could have been better. It could have been lots better. But, well, they just did what they thought they could work with and put it there for you to play. And like I said, it's mostly for kids and not for teenagers. Teenagers wanted the more edgier, hardcore experiences of games. I mean, the Genesis and SNES games were also made for children, but they were more, I guess, engineered for the teenage audience. Because those games are tough. I've never beaten either of those titles. I have never beaten the Genesis version. I have never beaten the SNES version. Now, the only one I could beat is the SNES version because it has a password system. I don't think the Genesis version does. I'm not sure. It might. I'll have to look into that. I do want to eventually play through that, though, and get good at it so I can do a Let's Play on those games as well. Because, I have a soft spot for Aladdin only because it was released during probably the best time of my life all in all. Like, I had my best friends with me. Games were plenty and had good times. It was probably the best time of my life, the early 90s. I mean, I always talk about how great the 80s were, and they were great for real, but, I was so young in the 80s that I couldn't really remember most of it. But for some that I could remember, though, I do remember it being great. And I do remember, like, a lot of the aspects that happened between me and my family and my friends and whatnot. And then, but in the 90s when I had, like, a lot more friends, a lot more of everything, it's just, the early 90s was probably the best time of my life. But that's, once again, Aladdin Game Gear. Pretty awesome game. it's too cutscene heavy. I think there's not enough gameplay. So if you want more of the gameplay aspect of things and don't care for the cutscenes, like you just experienced with this Let's Play, I would suggest playing these 16-bit games. And with that being said, I am Forever Retro 2. I am signing off. I had fun. Hope you had fun too. You guys take good care of yourselves. Keep gaming, keep loving, and of course, keep it retro. And we'll see you again soon. Until then, take care.
Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.